Hey everybody. Okay, you know what time it is. It is Polish SRG time. And this is, what is it? It's an SRG 4. And I've already done one from Arpol. I did one of the S-type, or, you know, one of the in-garrison rations. And everybody was telling me that this is the actual one that I need to try. And fortunately, one of you great subscribers out there, or viewers as it were, got in touch and said that you could get your hands on one. And Alligator says hello, and was able to get this for me. And I really appreciate that. The generosity of this community is awesome. So without any more dilly-dallying around, let's check the inside of this thing. And again, I'm using my trusty Leatherman S2. Which is sliced through like butter. And a quick peek inside. Let's check this stuff out. This thing is stuffed to the brim. That is an awesome touch. It has cups, and it's got some candies and stuff. We'll take a look at this in a second. This is really nice. So if you don't have a canteen cup or something like that in the field. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is like one of those power bar kind of things, like a fruit bar sort of thing, and it's got the sugar, like a really thin thing of sugar on the top and the bottom of it. Here's a small, wow, talk about a small spoon. So right here is an accessory packet. Little package of biscuits or some type of cracker. I love this stuff. Great big huge bar of chocolate. Way to take care of you guys out in the field. Okay, another package of, feels like the same thing. Another package of these crackers, biscuits, or whatever they might happen to be. Okay. Now, I know what these are. These are a drink, and I don't remember exactly what flavor. I'll have to go back and look at my notes. This is like a raspberry drink. I guess we have 3 of those. It's like a menu card or an instruction card or something to that effect. Oh, there's 2 of them. Okay, this is most likely a contents list. So, alrighty. This is kind of like a fruit and nut mix. Here is a larger accessory packet. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Now we have some yod, we have some honey. This is like a jelly or a jam, probably like a blackberry currant or something like that. And I think this would be used for lunch. There's no labels on it, but after watching a few reviews, they place what the item is inside of here. And this is going to be some type of potted meat, more than likely. Pretty cool. We have a stove. We'll open this up in a second. Another accessory packet, because we all know this is a 24-hour ration. Okay, we've got one of the larger tins, and I always dig that they put these lids on top, so if you don't want to eat everything at one time, you can always secure it. So let's see what this is. Okay. We've got some mystery stuff. So anybody out there, if you know what the exact menu is in this type of ration, maybe you can let me know. We'll figure it out when we open up the can, but... Oh, another large can. Let's take a look. And we're 2 for 2 on the contents of these larger containers. And I think these are like 250 gram, 300 gram cans. Let's see if I can verify that. Okay. All right, we got this one. This is 100 grams of most likely another potted meat. So I'm not going to try to pronounce this stuff. I got plowed on once. And then we have some of the special crackers or tank treads or whatever they would call these things. Very dense, very hard to break off. But yeah, I think G. Schultz had one of these and tried breaking his teeth out of his mouth. So anything else? So there we go. That is the entire contents of the SRG, or the SRG. Okay, let's take a look at the accessory packet. Now, this is a very durable bag, so they definitely want to make sure that nothing either leaks out or nothing gets inside of it. Okay, I think this is an awesome touch. This is, they give you 4 cups. You get 3 moist towelettes. Looks like toilet paper. Oh, that's kind of neat. Have something that is held together with a rubber band. I think from watching another video that this might be like a water purification bag, something like that, and maybe a bin liner enclosed in here. So right here you have a zip seal bag, possibly for a bin liner or to store stuff that you want. You've got 2 of those, at least 2 of those. Yeah, and I saw this on another video. You take your water, dump it in there, and of course it holds a liter of water. And take your water purification tablets and toss them in any suspicious water, and you could hang this up and let it soak for the predetermined time. Awesome touch. This is a really good touch. So again, we said we had some water purification tablets. And here's another small bag. I really don't know what this would be used for. I'm sure somebody out there could let me know. Alright, this is obviously salt and pepper. Probably no relation to the music group. Have 2 coffees, package of sugar, 10 grams of sugar. So now these xylitol, there's 3 of these. These are like dental gum. Xylitol is a key ingredient in dental gum. And these things are awesome. These Coffees, it's like a coffee flavored sweet. These are really good. So if you ever get the opportunity to try one of these, knock yourself out. Get them. And then they have these Diki sweets. And these are like citrus sweets. Looks like we have a lime and 2 orange. So, and there we go for the little accessory packet. Okay, now let's take a look at this stove. And it came like this. It was already kind of opened up. I haven't peeked inside of here or anything. So, yeah. It kind of is reminiscent of like the French type flat stove that are in the flat pack RCIRs. So without further ado, and that's everything out of there. 2 sets of fuel tablets. Looks like some waterproof, stormproof matches, maybe, and a nice little zip. And then a small small box of matches. Just standard, like, wooden matches. Now this is to help you remove your hot can or whatever. Let me see if I can grab one of these cans over here. Off the fire, so you can maneuver it and do what you need to do. And again, the stove, you just pull these sides up, and then we have another one of these bags, probably to hold your tablets and all your stuff together for the remainder of the day. Okay, I just found the box, and I was looking at this and saying, how in the heck? Well, if you follow the instructions, you just fold it into these angles, so when you open up these cans, you take that lip right there on the inside of the can, and it holds on just like that and gives you a nice little handle. The other thing that I noticed is, I said this was very reminiscent of the kit that you get in the RCIR. I know this is going to be really hard to see, if you can see it at all, but this is in fact made in France, so that's probably why they're very similar. Okay, I'm usually pretty reluctant. I used one of these kits down here one time, and it left a really acrid smell down here for a while. I had to use a bunch of air cleaner and stuff, but we'll go ahead, and there we go again. We'll use this. I just bent this into shape. We'll set it right there. We'll grab one of our fire tablets. Ooh, that's got that lovely smell. And we'll just use the regular matches. We'll just set that right to the side of it. Let it ignite. There it goes. Yeah, see, these, that's the only reason I don't like the fuel tablets overall. They have that real acrid kind of smell to them. So, but if that's what you got in the field, that's what you use, right? And again, we'll take our can, and like I said, I don't know what this is. I did inquire to 3 separate sources about what was in this ration, and I didn't really get a huge response. And another thing that I inquired about this stuff is how do you guys prepare this in the field? And the best response I got was by the gentleman that sent this to me. His response was, hey, I'm still learning how to use it too, so you're pretty much on your own, buddy. So, alright, where's my little lid? We'll crack this open just a little bit. You can see there's like a potted meat in there. And I'm going to take this thing, and, you know, granted, I'm trying not to burn the crap out of myself. We'll take this thing like it says. We'll slide it right over that lip. Just like that. Hopefully I don't spill this. See, man, it works just great. We'll set that right over the top and let it do its thing. And while this thing's cooking away, I got that little plastic bag. Really, it wasn't rocket science. It's just like a grocery bag that you get at the store, just so you can toss all your stuff and keep it all in nice one place so you don't lose it everywhere. Okay, first the drinks. Now this is a raspberry tea, or that flavored tea. So this is a tea with a slight lemon flavor. If it's anything like that Slavonian stuff, oh, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. And each one of these is 250 ml of water. which we'll use our provided cups. And then we'll do some coffee, and of course I got the sugar. Now, I didn't unpackage one of these. I thought it was like a really small spoon. It turns out that it just includes a small spoon in the kit. So let's check this out really fast. It's like your standard fork. This one is a lot more durable than the one that you would get in like an IRP. A really good size spoon. Wow, this is the same. A lot kind of better quality. You have a little napkin right here. Oh, that's the first time I think I've ever seen that. It has a rounded point, I guess, so you can't stab your adversary or yourself with your own knife. It's got really nice serrations though, so it'll cut real good. And then your little stirring spoon or your pate spoon or whatever you require. Okay, let's make some coffee. I also got some comments in my coffee cup about my chip. So I just figured I would explain it. This is an Atlantic City, New Jersey coffee mug. Went to a buddy's bachelor party in my 20s, so that would be quite a while ago. And there were 3 of us. We were sharing the same room, and we weren't right at the hotels on the strip. We were a little away because, of course, we were a little younger and a little broker. And there were 3 of us hanging out. 2 of us, we decided that we wanted to go back to the hotel room. And my friend John said, "Screw you guys, I'm here to party." So he stayed by himself at this place. And back then, and probably even today, Atlantic City is not necessarily the most friendly town, especially back in the 90s. Well, we got back to the room and we were kind of we were still imbibing in a few beverages that we had brought with us. Well, John showed up about 45 minutes later. He was all dirty. His shirt was ripped. It was absolutely hysterical. He got mugged on his way back. And of course, as soon as he told us that, and we made sure he was all right, I started laughing, and the first thing that he picked up was this coffee cup, and he threw it at me, causing the chip. So for those of you out there that the chip bothers or whatever, I'm sorry, but I am keeping my favorite coffee cup. Okay, now we'll do the raspberry tea, and this does not fit 250 mils, so we will just chuck it right in here and stir it as well. And we'll give this a nice little stir. And again, we'll just take this and toss it right into there. Ah, it's got such a nice, pleasant smell to it. And we'll give this a stir. Okay, the first thing I'm going to plate up were, of course, the mains. I had one heated up on that little stove, and I heated the other one up on the kitchen stove. They kind of cooled down a little bit, but they are still nice and cooked. See, I'm using that little handle. So, the nice thing about that is it really aids you when getting these tins off. And of course, you don't need to keep the tins any longer because you have these lids. So let's spoon a little of this. Now, I don't exactly, I mean, these look like peas, beans, something, quite a few beans. Looks like some white beans, carrots, some good red beans. Now, like I said, I don't really know exactly what this is. They have A, B, and C menus for the SRG 4. And fortunately, everybody who I sent pictures to for advice, like me, they could not find what type it was either. So sure, some of you out there will be able to identify this as the second main. And let me flip this over. And oddly enough, it looks pretty close to the looks pretty close to the first. So looks like it's got some meatballs, and I guess these could be like dumpling kind of stuff. I don't know, goulash. You got me. A little bit of potatoes, a little bit of carrot in there. So cool. Let's set that to the side. Okay, this is one of the things I've been the most curious about. I've seen things like these in the States, but my favorite one of all time was watching Kiwi Dude get a hold of one of these things. Very entertaining in the comments. So, nonetheless, I won't be trying to rip off the sugar coating there, my friend. So, yep, buddy. I know some of you don't like me when I say that, but pardon. And then we have some bitter chocolate and 100 grams. This is exactly what you need for morale out in the field. You know, sometimes you go out there and it's raining and it's cold, or your sergeant is bitching at you too much, man. You're like, dude, I've had enough. At least you go back to your hole. You can kind of sail away with a little bit of chocolate for a little while and not worry about crazy people screaming at you. Okay, now this is like a fruit and nuts, or like a freeze-dried fruit mix. And inside of there we've got some pineapple, strawberry, apple, banana, and cherry. So all these little pieces. Now, did it get all the way through? Yeah, thank God. Now they said there are 2 ways to eat this. And you can see that it's definitely dehydrated. So you can eat it straight like this, or you can pour it back to the container and add some water or whatever you want to this to hydrate it. So of course we'll got some in there. We'll try it both ways. Okay, got a little bit of water in there. I'll let these hydrate to the side real quick, and we'll continue on with the other stuff we got. We have 2 packs of these crackers. They feel pretty airy and light, so I think they also might be similar to what was in the Slovenian ration. And you can see they look a little dinged up in there, but it looks, yeah, they're almost identical to what's in the Slovenian ration. Now these were kind of odd. I guess the best thing to compare this to is kind of like the same flavor, for at least those of us in the States, for like Rice Krispies that are giant and that aren't sweet. So if that makes any sense, that's kind of what that texture is. And again, like I said, we've got 2 of these packets of those. What else do we have? Okay, oh man, I just dropped the honey. We have some of the special crackers. And I am assuming, I don't know, you get 4 packs of crackers. Would you eat this with those, or would you use these with the pate? I know it's on the instruction sheet, but unfortunately I can't read Polish, and I didn't want to rip into this thing ahead of time. And these have like cardamom seeds and other stuff. For some reason, I guess like IRPs and stuff like that are starting to rub off on me. I kind of enjoy that type of smell now. Okay, it's been about like 5 minutes or so. We'll put some of the fruit on here as well. It's not a huge, overwhelming difference, but enough that I can see that they've reconstituted slightly. So, and then we have the honey, the mead. And yes, I know that if you heat this stuff, it will go back into a liquid form. See, in this one we actually have both. We have the liquid and the crystallized versions of honey. But sometimes the crystallized stuff adds an interesting texture to the stuff instead of just a runny bunch of goop. And then we have some strawberry jam. That's got a nice smell to it too. You can even see the little strawberry seeds in there. Yep. Okay, and the last things, we have a pate. We kind of have like a Spam kind of thing. I guess these would be for like your noonday lunch. And the problem I have with these larger cans is none of these labels are affixed. They're just supposed to be placed in there like, well, that one's affixed. So strike that, reverse that. So, but anyway, this is 200 grams of like a Spam, and I'm quite sure that that could have been heated. And in fact, we might do both ways. We might heat it up, and yeah. So there we go. We've got some Spam, and this is like a gentle pate, or a I believe that's what they said it was. It should be nice and smooth so you can place on your crackers. So yeah, okay, I've got a little of everything here. Let's get ready to rumble. All right, I'm going to try this stuff. This has been making my mouth salivate. Hold on, come here, you knife. So this has beans, some meat, carrots, and this is very, very soft textured meat, but you can see all of that. And it's real stuff too. You can see the marbleization in there from the fat, and of course, yeah, there's going to be, you know, preservative and things like that. But there's some of the carrots and the beans and the sauce. Okay. I'm usually polite to all of the rations. The only ones that I don't think I was polite to were definitely that AmeriQual, like kids ration. I didn't really care for that, and I wasn't a super fan of the humanitarian defense rations. This tastes good. So yeah, I'm still waiting for Alwyn to send me another one of his individual meal packs. That thing was really good. I really enjoyed that. So, and then we have the meatball stuff. And I don't know if this is pork, poultry. I'm not really sure. So, the meat in this one has a very soft consistency. Well, it's a meatball. It's ground up meat. And the sauce is a little different. It's more savory. Well, maybe not. Maybe that's not the exact word. This sauce, I'll just say this. This sauce tastes better than this sauce. But that's just an opinion thing. And then we have like the Rice Krispie unsweetened cracker. And I really say, this really does have like the consistency of like a styrofoam pellet. And I'm sure if you break these up and you mix these in and they absorb some of these sauces, you know, they're really good. But if you just eat them on their own, yeah, just eat some packing styrofoam, and it pretty much has the same texture and the same kind of flavor, pretty much. And I'm going to take a sip out of my tea, but I'll be darned if I can tell which one is this. Alright, this one is the raspberry. Alright, I'm going to try this raspberry stuff first. This one had a very pleasant smell, and this was the hot tea. Wow, that is good. I really enjoy that. I'm glad I have 2 more packets of that. Whoa, that is very pleasant. Okay, again, we had the special cracker. I call these the G. Schultz Gum Killers. Yeah. And yes, I know that you're supposed to put all this other yummy goodness on them too, so we shall. And granted, this is probably supposed to be heated up, like all Spam and things are, but however, we'll just say that just didn't happen. Well, yeah, we will. We'll go heat this up after we try a piece of this on its own. There you go, styrofoam. That actually kind of works, because usually these Spams, these processed meats, have a whole lot of sodium in them. So, yeah. Okay, now I'm curious about this gentle pate, and we'll use the little pate spoon. We'll see how gentle this stuff is. It's not as smooth or creamy as I thought it was going to be. It's a little slightly less dense than like the Spam stuff, but if you look at it side by side, it really doesn't look that much different. This has more like a salt flavor in here. And this one has, well, a less of a sodium type flavor. But, yeah. Okay, now our fruit. We'll get some of the dehydrated stuff first. And it's just like eating astronaut food, except for it doesn't have all of the extra sweeteners. It's literally just dehydrated fruit. And then here's the semi-hydrated. And this tastes pretty good, because now you've got the fruit juice and all of that inside. And none of this, it doesn't have any sweeteners in it. I guess you could put some sugar in it if you wanted to, but it really doesn't need it. Especially seeing how you have 2 of these ginormous bars over here. So, without further ado, this is just like a compressed bar of yummy goodness. Yeah, I like these. These are really nice. So, and I'm sure that you put your honey on your crackers and everything else, but I'm sure if you put honey on this too, especially, yes, this runny, liquidy part down here on the bottom. Wow, that's really good. So, yeah. So now I'll try this lemony tea, or lemon flavored tea. And I purposely kept this cold or with room temperature water. And this does taste a lot like that Slovenian stuff. The one thing I loved about the Slovenian stuff, it was a whole liter of tea, and that was amazing. That was really great. So then we had the coffee, and I don't see any floaties in there, so I haven't stuck my spoon in any oil. And this is just half a bag of sugar. I know that first IRP I had, that black coffee in there, I really like that. And it's funny because I've got a lot of subscribers now from the Russian Federation, and they were like, "Dude, that stuff is the crappiest coffee." Well, I'm not a super coffee aficionado to start with, but I happen to enjoy it as compared to Army coffee. I liked it, but this stuff, I think I've seen that same brand in a few different MREs, but I don't know, for some reason this is really it's pretty tasty today too. So especially I'm gonna have this coffee. Let me follow it up with a piece of this chocolate. Man, talk about a ginormo chocolate bar. I know it said it was bitter, but it's really not. It's just a very mild, deep, dark chocolate. So that's pretty good. All right, now I don't know what goes with what, how goes with what, who goes with who. So just so I can say I tried them on both. I'm pretty sure that these are for the pate. But what you gonna do? And we'll put a little on this one if we can get it out of the thing successfully. I prefer it on this more, but like I say, I asked my contact how to eat it, and he said, you'll find out on your own. It's more enjoyable that way. Okay, everybody. This was a review on a Polish 24-hour ration, an SRG, or to my Polish friends, an SRG. So, I hope you all enjoyed this review. I had a blast trying it, and I can't wait to try some more of this. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye. Okay, I'm back. I just got done massacring most of that tray, and I was starting to put stuff away, and I forgot about this stuff. So we have the Dicky Sweet, and this is an orange one, if we can open it up. And this is also like a vitamin as well. It's like vitamin C. So there we go. And as expected, it has a very orange flavor. And the xylitol gum has like 2 little briquettes in there. And I'm believing this is, well, spearmint, because it's got little mitts on there. So there we go. That's what those little briquettes look like. And they're very soft. It's not like trying to break your teeth on some of the other ones where they kind of crumble apart, and then after you chew them, they bind back together. This is already soft. So, cool. Xylitol gum. And my favorite, got these Kafiks. And these things, I was really shocked how good these we're tasting, because sometimes coffee sweets are very overpowering or very underwhelming. These ones are spot on. So I was able to score some of these on eBay. So I'm gonna authorize myself 2 a day. That's good stuff.